The athletes of Group 1 prepare for the first event, the loading race. Daunting task, Colin.
Yes, indeed, and I'm not sure what's the hardest implement here, Danny, but there's 5 of them. 2 stacks of 3 logs and then an anvil weighing 275 pounds. And then you have to go back and get 2 more sacks, 265 pounds each. The shapes are different, awkward.
It's a very awkward set. Eddie Williams will know that, the Australian, second time here.
The reigning European
and of course,
strongest man,
newly crowned
Pavlo
Europe's strongest man, the Ukrainian, Kordiyaka.
Representing Great Britain.
And completing this little group here.
World's strongest man,
daunting for the other strong men, the world's strongest man, Tom Stoltman.
Well, if he can get 3 titles in a row, he joins a very elite club, and he also becomes the most decorated British athlete in history at World's Strongest Man, but he's very slow in the pickup there. Those big, long arms should make it easy. Well, Kordiyaka, we know how fit he is. Just won Europe's Strongest Man. He's a lot lighter as well. You wonder whether the sand will be harder for someone like Tom.
I think we saw that, didn't we, with Tom's slow start. Kordiyaka, very speedy. Very lean as well. Williams taking a tumble.
He's got a history in rugby, so he's certainly a fit man, Eddie Williams. He weighs nearly 400 pounds, and he's going to start tiring now. All 3 of them on the final sack.
Well, look at this from Kordiyaka, just getting ahead. Williams slowing down. Stoltman manages it, but Williams, that's a disaster.
Goodness me, slammed his head off of the platform there. I hope he's okay. What a tough guy, just carrying on with it. Time's ticking away, though. 75 seconds allowed here. Can he get it up?
Well, he's got to get it on to that table. And then hands off. Struggling now just to make sure it's not going to slip. Hands are off while he completes it. Not a great result for him, though. A thumbs up, nevertheless. Kordiyaka, of course, takes that event. But Eddie Williams, after a couple of stumbles, maybe a knock on the head, 106. Tom Stoltman, considerably faster than that, 43.84. Puts him in second place so far. But of course, Kordiyaka, lean, fast, mean, 41.38.
Well, at one point, Eddie Williams was leading that race, but then Kordiyaka showing his class here. Weighs under 300 pounds in body weight, and that certainly helps in the heat on the sand.
Ireland, Pavlo Kordiyaka.
On to Pavlo Kordiyaka then. The friendly Irishman.
Georgia, Konstantine
looking less friendly. The Georgian bull, Janashia. Very familiar face here. And
let's hear it for Bobby Thompson.
bringing a strong beard game. Beautiful Bobby Thompson from America.
Bobby Thompson in tremendous shape.
On the whistle.
He's really leaned up a lot here, closest to camera, the American. Let's see how it puts him in good stead so far. And he's rocking it with Janashia, who's a giant of a man, who's made a fumble of that second stack of logs as well.
That was a great technique, though, from Bobby Thompson, using his power belly. Janashia, though, just hoists it onto the platform.
The anvil, the heaviest of all of them, no problem from Thompson. Janashia's got that height advantage, but it's not doing him many favors at the moment. I think the body weight disadvantage is the real problem here. Thompson's flying. One more sack.
Well, the American really far ahead now. Moves on to the final object. Another of those giant sacks.
Well, if you relate it to the first heat, which it will do in a second, he's gone slower than Big Tom, and he's gone slower than Kordiyaka, but this will slot him into third. Hands off.
Great result for Bobby Thompson. Janashia just behind him. No Dwyer. He completes it as well.
Oof, I think he just snuck in ahead of Eddie Williams.
For a time of 1:05.
So Pavlo Kordiyaka.
9 seconds. Let's hear it for Pavlo.
Puts him in fifth place so far. 1:05, just ahead of Williams, like you say. Janashia.
1 second.
1 minute.
Let's hear it for
1 second.
Konstantine Janashia.
How about Bobby Thompson? Well, puts him in third place. Seems pretty happy with that. 56.56.
Well, I think he ran a pretty sensible race in the end. He almost cruised with the final sack, knowing fine well Eddie Williams hadn't done a great time, and he would slot into third.
The winner of the loading race.
Well, taking that event,
Ukraine,
they call him Handsome Pav.
Kordiyaka.
Not a bad nickname to have, is it? So Kordiyaka takes that first event, followed closely by the defending champion, Tom Stoltman, just slightly slower than Ukrainian. The American, Bobby Thompson, well, he takes third.